see, come in, come in, come in. Oh, little mouse. Yours is a face I do not know here. You must be new. Let me guess. You decided to be a very brave little mouse and come to the great Carlotta for a little bit of singing advice, I mean, you could be in the dance. But I am thinking you are here for singing, no? I knew it. I was right. Well, come in, sit down. You're a pretty little thing. I think you would fit in well here, little mouse, into this opera. Perhaps someday the mouse becomes the nightingale. Anyway, so, you want to know what the great Carlotta has to teach you. I will tell you. We will make this short because rehearsal starts unnecessarily early. But here we are. So, I will tell you the biggest challenge of singing is the critic. Not the one in the audience. The biggest critic you will ever face is you. No, see, it's true. Why do you think half the time the great stars go onto stage at least a little bit lubricated with champagne or whatever it is they prefer? Is to silence the critic. Now, that is dreadfully unprofessional. I would not recommend it. It dries out the throat, not good for your balance. You don't know how overboard you may be going, and then it's up to your long-suffering prima donna to wheel you around the stage like a giant mannequin because you don't know where you're going. That was a fun day. But it is the critic. If you can get past that horrible inner critic, it will be wonderful. And it is difficult. It takes time, it takes practice. And I will give you the strangest piece of advice I received. Now, when I was a younger than I am now, if I'm still young, in case anybody asks you, my mother hired the best teacher. And he said to me, little Carlotta, little bird, forget. Forget your fear. Forget failure. Forget everything out there that could go wrong. Stop caring about it going wrong. Don't even worry. Relax. Breathe. Don't worry about the high notes. Don't worry about the long notes. Relax. Take a step back from how hard you are going to try and sing. Instead of a 10 out of 10, give a 7. And I thought, this man is crazy. My mother has spent too much money on this strange, odd, past his prime man. But he was right. So I challenge you, little mouse, to relax. I know it is a great deal of hard work, dedication, practice to get to the heights, to the top of where you can be. I know this. And destroying yourself will not get you there. You can beat your wings until you black out. It's not going to get you to the top of the mountain. Rest, go slowly. There is skill, there is dedication, there is both, and there is luck. So take your time with yourself and you be gentle. Oh, that's not it? Oh, so you are thinking ahead already. You are worried about the fame. That is a double-edged sword, to be perfectly honest. Yes, people know you, they love your voice. You get roses, you get champagne, you get gifts, you get sponsored. It's beautiful, and they all also want lots from you. It is not enough that you sing, you must sing for them on command. You must always be the perfect, beautiful songbird. Ready to entertain at the drop of a hat is not bad, but the relationships that the fans create in their minds may be a little overwhelming. Of course, they see you on the stage, the heroine, the angel, perhaps the tragic figure, and they love the character, but they seem to forget that the character is not you. It's a bit of a challenge and a bit of a disappointment for some with strange ideas of who a Stark is to see that I am not their beloved heroine in reality. I am Carlotta. And that is plenty. That should be more than enough. But when they expect you to be the character, it is disappointing for them. Ridiculously. They're the ones who set their standards to be a fictional character. I don't know what they're hoping for. So my advice to you there, as you're thinking ahead, like a clever little songbird, is to be on your guard. Know your worth, and know that you cannot be bought. Gifts are gestures of high esteem. You do not owe anything to someone who gives you a gift, no matter how much they pretend you owe them for their kindness and generosity. If a contract was not agreed upon, you owe them nothing. You hear that, little mouse? Very, very good. Now, what other advice do I have for you? Oh, don't worry about your appearance. You are rather adorable, cute little songbird. Don't fret. Imperfections are part of life. Unending beauty, which is admirable, does get boring. Be unique. Be original. Take your flaws and honor them. You don't need to flaunt them if you don't want to, but be comfortable with all of who you are. Does not mean you cannot change. Does not mean you have to. But go from a place of knowing that you are worth every star in the sky. And no criticism or preference from anyone else will ever change that. Know you are worth joy and wonderful things and champagne and roses. And everyone who disagrees with you can go eat cobblestones. Now, is there anything else you're wondering about, little mouse? That's not why you're here? Why are you here? Oh, little mouse, you should have said if you were bringing me to a rehearsal. All right, let's go. Well, little songbird, I look forward to hearing you sing. By all means, I expect you to repay me with polite applause. Just kidding. Come on, let's go.